Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make Lebanese green beans with oil, or Lobyi Zeit. This is a vegetarian dish that is full of flavor. You can have it as a main dish by itself or as an appetizer. I'm also making this vegetarian pink rice with green beans. It is a more filling dish that I like to make whenever I'm cooking Lobyi Zeit. They're two separate dishes though, and don't have to be eaten together. Let's start cooking. I have about 4 pounds frozen green beans. I let them thaw at room temperature and then wash them with cold water to remove any ice. You can use fresh beans instead of frozen, but you have to remove the stem first and then cut them into small pieces. I like to use frozen because it's easier and takes less time to cook. After washing the green beans with water, I'm going to let them drain until it's time to cook them. For a smaller batch, you can split the ingredients in half. I have about 4 chopped onions that I'm going to fry. In a pot, I'm going to put a little bit vegetable oil as well as some olive oil and fry the onions until they are yellowish brown. The heat level should be medium to high, and this might take about 10 minutes. This is the color I'm looking for. Now I'm going to add about 6 garlic cloves that I chopped and fry them for a little bit with the onions. Then I'm going to add my drained green beans to the onions and garlic and fry them together for about 10 minutes. I'm adding a little bit olive oil as well. Make sure to stir them every now and then to make sure all the sides are cooked. While our beans and onions are cooking, I'm going to chop 4 tomatoes. I'm going to peel the skin first and then remove the seeds before chopping. You can add more tomatoes if you want. The more tomatoes you add, the juicier the dish will be. I'll add the tomatoes to the vegetables and let them cook together for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'll add 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 1 cup pasta sauce. Pasta sauce isn't usually used with this recipe, but I like to add it since it has tomatoes and onions. It does add more flavor to our dish. If you don't want to add it, add more tomatoes. So instead of using 4 tomatoes, you can add 6 tomatoes. Add salt and about half a cup boiling water. Mix everything together. Now lower the heat, cover the pot and let cook for about 40 minutes. My green beans have been cooking for 20 minutes now. I'm going to check on them, make sure they don't need any more water, and give them a quick stir and let them cook for another 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to soak about 2 cups of rice in water for about 20 minutes. I always like to wash my rice first before soaking it with water. Here I used basmati rice or long grain. We'll use the rice to prepare the pink rice with the green beans. Let's check on our green beans. This is what our beans look like after 40 minutes. See the color? And the tomatoes are so tender. The beans should be so tender, they shouldn't be crispy. If they still need more time, cover the pot and let them cook for a few more minutes until tender. If you're using fresh green beans, they'll need longer time to cook, and you might need to add more water. To make the rice, I'm going to take a little bit of the green beans mixture, about 1 pound. You can add more or less depending on your preference. I'm going to put them in another pot. If you're not going to make the rice, you can just skip this. This is how much I need. I'm going to put my rice pot aside and back to our green beans with oil. I'm just going to let them cook uncovered for 5 more minutes until most of the water evaporates. I'm going to add a little bit salt. This is what it should look like. The water has evaporated, so I'm going to turn the heat off and let it cool down before serving. Now let's prepare the rice. Since our rice is soaked, I'm going to add 3.5 cups boiling water instead of 4. Add salt to taste, 1 tablespoon tomato paste, when the water starts boiling, add the drained rice to the mixture. Give it a quick stir and let the water boil again. The water is boiling, so put the heat on low, cover your pot, and let the rice cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Our rice is done. I'm going to cover it and leave it undisturbed for about 20 minutes before serving. This would allow the rice to absorb any drop of liquid left. And this is what our dishes look like. Both are healthy and vegetarian dishes that are full of flavor. This dish is best enjoyed at room temperature. See how soft the green beans are? I like to eat it with a dash of lemon juice and pita bread. Look at the rice, see how fluffy it is? It's so good. If you like my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time.